Yeah, that was hot. That was hot. That was my best and worst Will Smith impersonation. I'm sorry. I am back now with my review for Bad Boys Ride or Die. It's in theaters this weekend, directed by Adil and Bilal. I believe that's their name. They directed the last one. And yeah, it's produced by Jerry Bruckheimer, of course. And then you have Will Smith and Martin Lawrence back as Mike Larry and Marcus Burnett in Miami, you know, busting crime and stuff. But yeah, so I know you're wondering, like, why is this review over here on YURP Nation Reactions instead of Mostly Wrong Opinions? We do have a review coming out next week, but it's for The Watchers, the new Shyamalan, M. Night Shyamalan's daughter's film or directorial debut. But yeah, Devin didn't want to do Bad Boys. So I'm like, okay, you didn't want to do Bad Boys. I'll do it over here for you guys on this channel. So this film basically picks up where the last one leaves off, where you have the same storyline where you see Mike Larry's son, Armando. You know, he is in prison now. And a lot of other things are going on in this film. I don't want to spoil it too much for you guys, but let's just say, you know, as you see in the trailers, they are now wanted men because they are affiliated with Captain Howard, or they're affiliated with Captain Howard, and Captain Howard has had some hush deals under the table working with the drug lords and stuff. That's basically a rough draft of it. But you know, Mike is like, nah, he's not up with the cartel. You know, Howard's never been that way. That's what Mike's point of view is, and that's where the story just continues to go through there. And I'm gonna say, you know, did I like this film? Yes, I did like this film. Do I think it's the best Bad Boys? No, I do not. Do I think that Adil and Bilal, the directors, I'm just gonna call them directors because AB, okay, did they do a good job with this? Yes, they did an amazing job. They did the same type of a directorial style as they did with the third one, because they, you know, directed the third film. But the thing that I really enjoyed, there's a couple things that I enjoyed about this. One, of course, Martin and Will's chemistry. They've been doing this for 30 years, and you know, the space between Bad Boys 1 and Bad Boys 2 was probably like 8-7 years before the other one came out with Bad Boys 2. Bad Boys 2 being my favorite one. It goes Bad Boys 2, Bad Boys 1, and then all the other ones. I mean, the other two, 3 and 4 is kind of like neck and neck. I probably will put 3 over this one for a specific reason that I'll talk about later. But yeah, their chemistry, man, their chemistry is great. I mean, it's like they didn't miss a beat. And in this story here, briefly, I'm just gonna say, you know, with me going into watching this, I would say they have to do something different with the story, as in terms to the characters. Like if the characters are the same as they were the last couple films, and they didn't like avert something about them, then I probably wouldn't have enjoyed it as much as I did. To where you have now Mike Larry's character, I'm not gonna tell you that he has some things to lose in this now, and now he's having panic attacks when the action is going down, and he's a little bit more cautious about things going on around him, and that's with his character. And then, you know, Martin's character, he has a near-death situation that happens to him in this film, and now he feels like he's invincible. Okay, nothing can happen to him. So it's kind of like the roles have switched, as where Will was the very confident one on the streets in Miami, but then you have Martin. He is the guy who was kind of the subdued type of guy, the guy who was, you know, want to do everything by the book, patient, and everything is like, you know, safety first and stuff.
Who that? Who in my house?
I'm the devil. Who's asking?
The devil is not welcome here. You got to call yourself the devil in his house? Shit. So we just want to talk.
You want to talk?
Go ahead. Go ahead. We're not immigration.
They can't hear you because they're still shooting at you.
Haitians in a little ass room with guns.
But now it's flipped around, and they have their reasoning behind it. Well, especially Will does in this film. His character does, Mike Laird. The things that I want to say about this, like the action is really good in this, and I have to give it up to the directors, man. They are filming this in an artistic type of way that I didn't think that they could take it. I'm like, the shots they were making in this, I have never seen a director or director's duo do before in my life. I'm like, dang. But then there's some that does take you out of it a little bit, but there's some that just like brings you into it, to their style of directing, which man, if they actually had that chance for everyone to see that Batgirl film that was shelved forever from WB, if you haven't heard about that, it probably would have been amazing just to see what that role would have looked like, even if the script was pretty bad, apparently, rumor. But yeah, back to this. That was the biggest things about this, that the action was great, the comedy was good. Martin did a lot of carrying within the comedy, as he normally does in anything that he does, but he did majority of the comedy lifting in this, and it was good. Majority of the time it was good. So I know you're wondering, like, well, why is this not your favorite Bad Boys film? I'm about to tell you why. The main reason why I didn't put this up there is because the other Bad Boys films, I think they had a better villain, okay? With number 2 being my favorite because the dude was just crazy and he was menacing and he had almost like a crazy reason of being the villain that he was. And of course the first one was really good too. And then the third one, the villain being his son, was a captivating story, which is why I'll probably put 3 over 4. But I gotta say, the villain in this, he forgettable. Totally forgettable, man. This guy, you're just like, okay, he's kind of the run of the mill in a way, you know. And yeah, and there's certain characters in here. That's one thing. The villain was not good to me. And the second thing is that there's characters that's in this that's kind of put in here just to kind of be placeholders for another part of the story, and you see it coming from a mile away. And I'm like, oh, okay. All right. I see that this person needs to be here for a positive outcome for the ending of the film for this particular character. I don't want to get too much into it because this is a non-spoiler review. But yeah, that kind of, for me as a moviegoer, and if you guys go over most of your opinions, you know the way that I and Devin and I talk about films. It's like we really see stuff differently than the majority of normal moviegoers go. You know, a lot of moviegoers go for spectacle, but I go for like the good spectacle stuff too, but I'm there examining the structure of a story. And this structure of the story was really good until I saw those certain characters in here that I'm like, that doesn't do anything for me. With them being there for that specific purpose, because I knew that was the reason why they're there, you know? So, but yeah, if I were going to give this film a grade, it would be a B. I give it a B. Okay, I give it a B. We don't do grades over almost your own opinions anymore, which is fine by me. We just tell you how we feel about it. But over here, YURP Nation Reactions, I'll give you a grade. It's a B. And if you are a fan of Bad Boys and you are a fan of the camaraderie that they've had over the years as these two characters, then you're definitely going to like this movie. A lot of like I said, the action is the selling point on this. The camera work in this is nuts. Okay. And it's just really good in that way. It's just the villain, who cares about this guy? Didn't really care. And it was like a really run-of-the-mill way of introducing this villain in here, and with how he connects to the corruption of the department, the Miami PD. So it didn't really jive with me. But then there's some characters in here that's some highlights, boy. There is a character in here that has a really awesome highlight. Do not spoil it for anyone in the comments. If you guys know who this character is that did something really freaking awesome, please don't spoil it, because my audience was cheering after that. And I was like, yo, that was pretty cool. That's dope that this character did this specific thing, and this character has been in other Bad Boys films before. So that was really dope and a good highlight of the film. But yeah, I did enjoy my time there. Not my favorite Bad Boys, but it's still a good movie. And yeah, who knows? Will there be a Bad Boys 5? Possibly. If there is one, I wouldn't mind it. As long as they know what to do. As long as these two directors are there, then it'll do well. Because it seems like they know how to take the story and flip it on its head when it comes to these two characters. I don't know how much more they can do with both of them, where it will start becoming like a generic action film or something, where, you know, it's like Lethal Weapon 5 and we're really too old for this shit, you know? But I can foresee it going for another one. And if that one, they're pushing it and that's it, you know, no more after that. And yeah, that would be it. But anyway, yeah, I thought it was pretty good. But get in the comments and let me know what you thought about Bad Boys Ride or Die if you did see it, okay? And be respectful in the comments and don't spoil anything, you know, especially if it's only been a week since the film came out. So just be respectful, you know, don't spoil anything for people. And yeah, let me know what you thought. And if you did like this review, please hit the thumbs up. It really does help out this channel more than you know. And if you're new to the channel, please consider hitting the subscribe button, hit that notification bell to stay up to date with everything I do right here on YURP Nation Reactions. And right here, popping up on my right side, is something that I did. I do a lot of things on this channel, and I appreciate it if you watch that and then come on back for some other reaction that I do on this. There's gonna be some other ones in the week. A lot of music stuff coming this week. That's what you guys like. There's a lot of music reviews, and I will do some more coming up. All right. So thank you so much, and I will see you next time. Peace. Bad boys, bad boys.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, what you gonna do?